Hey y'all, welcome to my first video where I will do a full tour of my model airport. Though it is not yet complete, I've made a lot of progress and I can't wait to show you guys. And now that the main terminal is starting to get complete, there are some flights that have started coming into my airport, so let's take a look. Our video starts here, south of the airport, where we have a food court with a McDonald's and a Starbucks. All the buildings in my airport have been made out of cardstock, including these. In the parking lot, we also have lots of trees with snow on them, and we have the sign which you can see from the highway. Moving on, we have the highway. On the highway, we have highway lights, realistic highway signs, and real locations, which correspond with the location of my airport. And if we take an exit off the highway, we come to the main drop-off and pickup area for our airport. There are tons of cool details here, so let's take a look. Okie dokie, so starting off, we have this access road, which is a one-way road with multiple drop-off points for the cars that drop off passengers. The airport also features an inside road, which leads to these rental car tents and the main terminal. Using a bridge, you can cross over to the other side where you have the terminal, which connects to the regional area. In the future, a terminal will also connect to the bigger terminal with all of the other domestic departures. Speaking of domestic departures, let's move on to the domestic terminal, which I've added some new parts to, so let's take a look. Currently at the domestic terminal, we have 3 gates. The gates all have jetways to get the passengers to the plane. This whole section that I'm showing y'all right now is new. I spent really long working on it yesterday, and I think that the results look really good. Over here, I've even started to work on a monorail, and I'm really liking it so far. Moving on to the other side of the airport, we have these remote stands. This area is for larger aircraft, and this is for international flights. If we follow this taxiway, then we come to this area where we can see the control tower and a parking lot right next to it. To add a realistic feel, I put some piles of snow next to the control tower. Right next to the control tower, we have this patch of snow, and it looked kind of empty, so I added some bushes. This taxiway in the back is covered with snow, so in the future, I'm going to put some snow plows there. I've also fit in half of a runway with accurate threshold and runway markings. So let's take a moment and come back to what I was showing y'all earlier. So this whole terminal is new. As we can see, we have the Delta logo on the extension of the ramp. We have this United advertisement and the monorail. All the terminals are made entirely out of cardstock, and I made them by hand. Okay, so now that we've finished that, let's move on to the flights. And over here, we have this Cebu Pacific Airbus A330neo, and today it will be heading out to Manila in the Philippines. This is a seasonal flight as it is only flown in the winter. Our next flight is this United 767 that just came in from Honolulu. It is currently being deplaned and is being serviced by this catering truck. The passengers are getting off into the bus that will later leave for the terminal. And speaking of the terminal, let's move to our domestic terminal, where we have this Delta Airbus A319 getting ready for its flight out to Atlanta, Georgia. The plane is currently being catered and almost ready to head out. So let's move on to this next plane, which is a Southwest 737, ready for its flight to head up to Austin. Boarding process for this flight has just begun and it is being catered. So let's move on to the next plane, which is a Southwest 737-800 that just came in from San Diego, and it is currently being deplaned. That does it for the domestic terminal. Let's move on to the regional terminal, where we have this Delta CRJ 900, which just came in from Salt Lake City and is currently being deplaned. And on the left, we have this United Express CRJ 550, which is getting ready for its flight out to Denver and just pushed back for the gate. And that will do it for our model airport update. I hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time.